Hi guys, today I'm going to discuss 9 questions related to strategic management. Define strategy. Strategy is an action that managers take to attain one or more of the organization goals. Strategy can also be defined as a general direction set for the company and its various components to achieve a desired state in the future. Strategy results from the detailed strategic planning process. What do you mean by strategic framework? The strategic management framework is a high level summary of a clinical process of strategy creation. It splits strategy into a repeated formulation and implementation phases, each of which has its own sub steps and activities. There are 4 components to the strategic framework. One's business objective, second is approach, third is measurement, and fourth is targets. Question is, what is SWOT analysis? SWOT analysis is a planning methodology that helps organizations build a strategic plan to meet goals, improve operations, and keep the business relevant. Expansion of the word SWOT is strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Next question is, what are the components of strategic management process? The first point is environmental scanning. Environmental scanning refers to a process of collecting, scrutinizing, and providing information for strategic purposes. It helps in analyzing the internal and external factors influencing an organization. After executing the environmental analysis process, management should evaluate it on a continuous basis and strive to improve it. The next point is strategy formulation. Strategy formulation is a process of deciding best course of action for accomplishing organizational objectives and hence achieving organizational purpose. After conducting environmental scanning, managers formulate corporate, business, and functional strategies. The next point is strategy implementation. Strategy implementation implies making the strategy works as intended or putting the organization chosen strategy into action. Strategy implementation includes designing the organization structure, distributing resources, developing decision making process, and managing human resources. And the fourth point, strategy evaluation. Strategy evaluation is the final step of strategy management process. The key strategy evaluation activities are appraisal internal and external factors that are root of present strategies, measuring performance and taking remedial corrective actions. Evaluate makes sure that organization strategy as well as implementation meets the organizational objectives. Question is explain the fourth component to strategic framework. A strategic framework serves to provide structures to this type of long period planning by focusing on mission, vision, and goal. Business objective. What will be the project or initiative achieve? Business objectives are statements that indicates what is critical or important in your organization strategy. In other words, they are strategic goals you are trying to achieve in a certain period of time, typically 3 to 5 years. Your objectives link out to your measures and initiatives. The next point is approach. How will that achievement be realized? Organizational goals informs employees where the organization is going and how it plans to get there. Goals promote planning to determine how goals will be achieved. Employees often set goals in order to satisfy a need, thus, goals can be motivational and increasing performance. Goals help define company purpose, assist its business growth, and achieves its financial objectives. Setting specific organizational goals can also help a company measure their organizational progress and determine the tasks that must be improved to meet those business goals. The next point is measurement. How will achievement be measured and reported? Achievement measures are tests of development skills or knowledge. Business financial statements, customer satisfaction, number of customers, performance reviews, access own expectation can be a tool for measurement. The final one is targets. What is the forecasted improvement that will define success? Companions, more while you're on vacation, show up on the first page of search result, change of the customer life, clients find you, customers refer you, media takes notice. Business differentiate between vision, mission, goals, and objectives. The mission statement explains the purpose of organization, why the organization exists. The vision statement describes what the organization aspires to be. It describes the future state organizations. Goals articulates what needs to be achieved by when, but do not describe how those goals will be achieved. Objectives is a statement of purpose. The next question is what are the different levels of strategy? Explain with industry example. First is corporate level strategy, it's directional strategy, growth, stability, retrenchment. For example, diversification into new product or geographic markets. Next point is business level strategy, competitive strategy, cause leadership, differentiation, products. For example, attempts to secure competitive advantage in existing products or geographic markets. Next point is functional level strategy, marketing strategy, 4Ps, financial strategy, source of finance, R&D strategy, technological leader, innovation, operational strategy, production strategy. For example, information system, human resource practices, and production process that facilitate achievements of corporate and business strategy. Question number 8. Give a SWOT analysis of MMH program of Marion College. SWOT analysis can be used for different purposes. Know yourself, planning and implementation, feedback mechanism, building on strengths, minimizing weaknesses, seizing opportunities, counteracting threats, addressing individual issues. Coming to the part of MMH, we can analyze like strength, the absence of co-curricular activities, highly trained teachers, professors, strong funding, financial backing, high graduation percentages, great location and campus facilities. Coming to the part of weaknesses, not enough co-curricular and sports activities, lack of funding for specific sports or programs, not enough staffs, faculty members, staff unable to meet with parents, lack of proper training for faculty, and overabundance of students, poor internal communication, poor testing scores, bad reviews outline. Then, opportunity. Active volunteer committee for college related events. Seek out new sponsors and funding for programs. Ask students and parents for feedback. Highlight new program development. Now coming to threats. Poor planning of curriculum activities, too much internal communications, lack of internal communication, parent complaints, lack of funding, pooled funding. The final question. Write a note on the following concept of strategy, process of strategy, strategic framework. Concept of strategy. Strategy is a simple term refers to the planning the organization formulates to meet its end objectives. Strategies are devised to ensure market success and achieve competitive advantage. Process of strategy. The strategic management process means defining the organization strategy. Strategic management process has following four steps. Components of strategic management process: environmental scanning, strategic formulation, strategic implementation, strategic evaluation. Strategic framework. A strategic framework is a structured method used to define how a project or initiative supported the key objectives of stakeholders. There are four components to a strategic framework. Business objectives. What will be the project or initiative achieve? Approach. How will that achieve be realized? Measurement. How will achievement be measured and reported? Target. What is the forecasted improvement that will define success? And this is the model of strategic framework. We can see business objective, approaches, measurement, targets, and the goals, what needs to be achieved by when, vision, the future state organization, mission, why the organization exists. That's all about the discussion, and thanks for listening.